Good evening. Welcome to All Things Eastern. I'm your host, Patti Dobson. With me tonight, I have Jim Lee, who is directing Theater of the Mind's next great production. And this is special because you're taking the old-time radio drama crew on the road.
Yeah. They used to do that once in a while in the old radio days, but usually they were confined to a studio, weren't they?
Yeah.
And it'll be kind of like a studio. It'll be a live audience in a theater. So it'll be just like the old radio days.
Now, this is pretty special, not only because you're directing it, but you wrote this particular production.
Guilty as charged.
And it's called, Will Someone Please Tell Me What's Going On Here?
Yeah, and nobody did.
And no, what is this play about?
Oh, it's about a bored, middle-aged couple, and they're boring and bored.
Boring and bored.
Yeah, and they decide to do something about it, and it's what happens because of that.
It sounds kind of like a farce.
Yeah,
A little.
Kind of. I think it's, of course, the guy that wrote it is the wrong person to decide what it is, but I would say it's something in between a farce and a character comedy. Like going back to the old comedy of humors with Ben Jonson back in the Northern Renaissance.
Now, you wrote this as a play, an actual stage production.
Yes.
What is it like for you to convert this to a radio drama?
Well, it's very interesting because with this particular production, it had a lot of sight gags in it. Now, how do you put that in a radio play?
Curious.
Yeah, that kept me awake a couple of nights. But I kept working at it. I kept plenty of crayons at the ready, and I did it.
And it's good to go.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope so.
Now, you are currently in rehearsal.
Yes, we're in rehearsal. Right.
And this will take place the 9th of February in Roswell at the Roswell Community Little Theater.
Yeah.
Now, why don't you talk a little bit about your association with that particular group?
Well, I'm on the advisory board. I don't know what that means other than just saying I'm on the advisory board, and I was very flattered to be asked to do that.
It sounds very cool.
Oh, yeah, I think it's great. I'm on the advisory board. I don't know what I do with that, but I'm on the advisory board. And that was nice of them to do that for me. And I'm a member of the theater down there.
Have you acted in productions down there?
No, but the distance is prohibitive. I would certainly like to, but going down to rehearsals 90 miles one way is a bit of a reach when you work two jobs.
Now, tell me how it came to be that this production will go on before a live audience in Roswell.
Well, since it's a comedy, I wanted to have a live audience. I don't like the canned laughs or the canned audience response. I like something that's more genuine. And I knew some people down there, so I started talking to them, and I went and gave a talk to the board. I had meetings with different people and tried to show them it was the right thing to do. And there are a few people down there that are my age or older, and they were somehow managed to speak at their age, and they remember the old radio days.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, wow, this is great." It was nostalgic for them. And then the younger folks that get involved is something brand new. It's something like it never existed before.
That's
so
pretty
it's great,
exciting. Yeah. Now, the ticket cost for this is $5 a person.
Yes.
And now the proceeds from this production will go to benefit the department's Theater of the Mind.
Well, the admission fee, which is minimal to say the
Yes,
least.
$5. That's pretty cheap.
That will go to the theater. But they're selling the
That's right.
CDs of the previous production, and we'll probably sell CDs of this production too, and we get 80% of that.
Very nice.
And it all goes to the student radio program. It doesn't go in anybody's pocket.
Now, we talked about Tick Tick last semester.
Yeah.
Pretty creeptastic production.
We had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I was kind of horrified during some of the rehearsals, not being prepared for the screams and the intensity level. So it was pretty interesting.
It was the actors that did that. It wasn't the writing. It was the actors.
Well,
and they made it sing. They did a good job.
Why don't you talk about the actors in this production?
They're fine actors. We have 2 males and 2 females portraying the characters of Harold and Lucille, Florence, and the cop. He's so dumb he doesn't even deserve a name.
Really?
Yeah, so
Florence and the cop. Who's playing the cop?
Brady Bloomfield.
Okay.
And he does a really good job being a dumb cop. That's interesting because he's a very intelligent young man.
Nice.
So I bet he's probably having a lot of fun playing a dummy.
Who plays the other characters?
Alana, what's your last name, Alana? I keep forgetting it. Brown? Alana Brown. See, I'm getting to that age. I can't remember anything anymore. Amethyst Collins is playing Florence. And Harold is being played by Jeremy Gardells.
Nice.
It's a really nice cast, a really nice cast.
And you direct them.
I try to,
You
yes.
try to. I didn't say that you get them to behave, but that you
Yeah.
direct them. What's that like? Is there a difference in directing a stage production versus directing a radio drama?
Oh, there's a lot of difference. It's a lot of difference. A stage production is meant, of course, to be performed with sets, makeup, costumes, and everything staged. It's what they call blocked. You just tell the actors where they're supposed to be, give them the general blocking, then you work out the details, and they have a visual element, and it's totally different. Radio, you have a script that you can read. Of course, you've gone over it so many times, you probably don't have to read it anyway. You probably know what it says. And the costumes are quite inexpensive in radio drama.
Overhead is pretty low.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But some of us have a great face for radio. That's why I like it so much.
I think your face is just fine for,
Oh, thank
for
you.
productions. Saturday, February 9th, 7:30, Roswell Community Little Theater. And something
Yeah.
extra that they're doing,
Yes.
they're hosting a reception.
Yes, what they're going to do is we're going to do a little warm-up so the audience knows exactly what we're going to be doing and to get them kind of into it, right? And then they see the radio drama being done, and they're actually part of the show because the reactions go around and then we have a Q&A from the stage. Then there's a reception in the lobby with free refreshments, and I intend to find those. Right?
This is a
And,
terrific Valentine's date.
Yes, that's what it is. It's a Valentine's celebration. Of course, it's only, 5 days from Valentine's then. And they're going to even have karaoke with romantic music
Oh, lovely.
in the lobby, right? So it'll be a lot of fun. That's an awful lot for $5.
Yeah. Well, the department's talking about taking a road trip to see this and to support the actors
Oh,
and
that's
you as
great.
the writer of the
That's
piece.
great. The local Kiwanis Club is doing that too.
Oh, very good.
And there's a local motorcycle club that's doing that.
You
all
are a
things.
biker. You are a Harley guy.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. They refer to me as the old, I'll delete the other word, in the club.
Okay. We're going to take a short break.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll have some of the actors on set with us.
Oh, great. They're a great bunch of people.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back to All Things Eastern. I'm your host, Patti Dobson. Tonight we are here with some of the cast of Will Someone Please Tell Me What's Going On Here? With me this evening is Alana Brown and Amethyst Collins. Both of them are in the production of Dr. Lee's radio drama. Thank you for being guests on the show tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having us. It's no problem.
So, who wants to go first and talk about what you do in the play?
I guess I will. I play Lucille. I am married to Howard, and we are Harold. I am married to Harold, and we are a bored middle-aged couple who doesn't want to do anything but wants to do everything. And
So, your spouse must be incredibly boring if you can't remember his name.
his favorite pastime is drinking beer and watching the newspaper. Wait, reading the newspaper.
So he is very, very boring.
Yes.
All right. And how long have you guys been in production? How long have you been practicing?
This is the second week of practice.
Second week of rehearsal, yeah. And we had auditions before that. So it's like the third week of everything combined.
Okay. Now, Amethyst, what is your role?
I play Florence, and she's the nosy next door neighbor. You know, she always wants to know what's going on, and so she kind of gets herself inserted into all the drama. and she wants to be a part of it. So,
Okay. Now, this is a comedy,
Yes.
Yes.
and it's a funny comedy.
Yes.
We hope so.
We hope so.
Yes. Well,
Now, I know Dr. Lee, and he's kind of a comedic guy, just because. So what's it like working with him?
it's very interesting. He does joke around while we're doing all the different stuff that we're doing, but he can be very serious when he needs to be. It's
Yeah.
very rewarding. I think we really enjoy it.
Yeah. I worked with him on the last production too, and it's a bit different because we're doing a different genre of radio drama.
Tick
So,
Tick was really dark.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fun though. We had a lot of fun producing it.
So what's different between that production and this production?
Well, that one we had a more. Well, Brad had to be kind of evil in that one. He just listen to me. I'm the boss. I'm man. Do what I tell you to.
Now, for those people who aren't familiar, Brad Hammond is the chair of the art department, and he had a super, super creeptastic role. I mean, he was uber creepy.
Yes.
He did a very good job.
Yeah, I remember hearing some of the rehearsals, and I kind of got the chills listening to him.
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the chills, and I had to listen to it every day for a month.
Now, this is different. It's much more lighthearted.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And Harold
Harold.
and Lucille get into some shenanigans and a little bit of hijinks.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to give it away.
No.
We don't want to say what happens. It's so much more funny when you hear it for the first time, but it accelerates. It starts out very slow, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of action going on, and you're laughing like every other sentence, and it's crazy, and then it kind of slows down again, and it's really good.
And you think, what is this? And then it's like, what is this? And then it's right back to, what is this?
Pretty accurate.
All right. Well, I cannot wait to see it. So again, showtime is Saturday, the 9th of February, 7:30 p.m. at the Roswell Community Little Theater, 1717 South Union. Cheap ticket price, $5 a person.
Right.
And there's a reception with free refreshments afterwards and karaoke. So you cannot beat that for a pre-Valentine event. Now, if people want more information on the play, they can contact Dr. Lee through the comm department.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Okay. And if you do want more information on the play, call 562-2130, ask for Jim Lee, and we will connect you with him. Thank you both very much for coming and sharing some insights on the play. If you had to sum up what this experience has been like for you before we sign off, what would that be?
Fun.
Yeah, I mean, I look forward to it every day. Rehearsal is what I look forward to in my day, so I love it.
I would rather be here rehearsing than be in class, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we hope to see you next time on All Things Eastern. We'll see you then.